Angelina Jolie's preventative mastectomy has not only been making waves in the U.S., but has also drawn the eyes of Chinese net users. Jolie, who has an inherited gene mutation known as BRCA1, has a higher risk for breast and ovarian cancer. In an editorial penned by Jolie for the New York Times, the actress says that her doctors believe she had an 87% chance of getting breast cancer and a 50% chance of getting ovarian cancer. And so, after consultations with a genetic expert, Jolie decided to surgically remove her breasts and replace them with implants. Now, Jolie writes that she finished the 3-month-long procedure by the end of April with the support of her fiancé, Brad Pitt. Jolie also writes that her chances of developing breast cancer dropped from 87% to 5% after the surgery. Now, although Jolie does not reveal the expenses required for her procedure, she notes that the cost of testing for the gene mutation is several $1,000s in the U.S., which puts it out of the reach of many women. Now, comments on Jolie's editorial in the New York Times detailing her experience have been divided. Now, some experts applauded her openness, saying that she may inspire women with the family history of breast cancer to get genetic tests. Others, however, such as doctors, fear that her disclosure may spur many women to get preventative mastectomies, an expensive procedure that is not always medically necessary. Experts stress that there are many other ways of treating people with gene mutations that put them at higher risks for cancer. Some women with genetic mutations choose to have biannual scans in order to catch cancer early. There are also certain types of medication that lowers a person's chance of developing cancer. So then what are Chinese net users saying about Jolie's much publicized ordeal with preventing breast cancer? Well, let's head over to Weibo and find out.
Angelina is one of my favorite icons. She is very special. She adopts orphans, makes charitable donations, is brave enough to have a double mastectomy, and then writes about it to encourage others to prevent disease. I admire her courage. Although she has done strange things in the past, her philanthropy has really taken her star power to its most effective extent. I believe that the effect of her article will be great and will influence a number of women. What a brave move! I think most people would tend to believe they are invincible and opt not to have the mastectomy. The earlier the treatment, the earlier she can be healthy. Health is always more important than beauty. Actually, I'm quite curious how many male partners can accept that their partner undergoes this kind of surgery. I think if Chinese celebrities are met with the same situation, we would never know about it as the public.
According to the president of the Cancer Institute at the Chinese Academy of Medical Sciences, breast cancer is expected to become the most common form of cancer afflicting Chinese women in 2 decades' time. Breast cancer also hits Chinese women earlier than their Western counterparts by about 10 years. Experts say that cases of breast cancer occur more frequently in white-collar workers than labor workers, suggesting that lifestyle choice is an important contributor to the disease. According to the China Daily, there are about 500,000 breast cancer patients in China. Only 20% of these patients were diagnosed at an early stage. In comparison, 80% of breast cancer patients were diagnosed at an early stage in the U.S. So what do Chinese net users have to say about preventing cancer and fighting disease in China? Well, let's find out.
We must spread information about this type of disease in China. There are too many people in China who don't know about the risks. This once again proves the importance of gene detection technology. Too bad the technology is not widely used in China. I think there are too many women in China who live tough lives. They have to take care of everybody else and often forget about themselves. I hope Jolie's decision will inspire many women to think of themselves and realize the importance of living for themselves. Brave? I can be brave too, but I don't have the money to test if I have a defective gene, and I certainly don't have the money to do the surgery. If I do have a genetically defective gene, I can only pray that it does not develop into anything serious. The same thing would never happen in China. For Jolie, she believes that the chances of her developing cancer will be reduced with surgery. In China, people will think that the risks of a major surgery like this could put them at an even higher risk of complications.
Jolie, of course, did not have to make her medical procedure public, but said that she decided to do so to help inform and inspire other women. Jolie's mother, who died of cancer at the age of 56, invariably influenced her decision to take preventative measures.